So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
What the? You are now in the Black Box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Easty, a.k.a. BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's go!
Listen. Gratitude is the attitude. Show is a blessing. To be back in the Black Box. Black Box.
Relax, roll up as we randomly react to content in these YouTube streets. Yeah. It's time for R&R.
Nightwood Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the Black Box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
The constant, consistent, continuous content creation campaign continues. We got a Nightwood 60 on the menu. Yeah, that title caught my eye the same way it caught yours. So with no further ado, let's see what they say RS has been up to.
Nigga, score gang and no gang. If y'all don't know nothing about South Central, nothing about LA, nigga, this shit mean a lot, nigga. I'm the hood. Some young niggas started this shit, nigga. We ain't start this shit. Niggas came up and young niggas had a movement going on. And we had to get out with it, I swear to God, cause the niggas so much the truth. All you little niggas that's out here represent this cut on the dead homies. Nigga, the hood, I tell my hat. It's score gang or no gang, nigga, don't bang.
Today's video is going to be about RS from the Rollin 60's, aka Mr. Score Gang. We're going to cover all his cases and break down how he's currently incarcerated for killing one of the main faces out of the 8 Trey Hoovers. We're going to start off with his first adult case, which he would catch at the age of 19. He would be arrested on December 21st of 2019 for 2 separate counts. He was arrested for carrying a concealed weapon on a person, and the other count was unlawful firearm activity. He would sit in the county jail for about a week, but then he would bail out for $35,000. He would then stay out of trouble for the next few months, but then on May 7th of 2020, they would file an old case on him. As you can see, it would be 3 counts of burglary and 1 count of grand theft auto. And as you see, the offense date to the right would be November 5th of 2019. But as you see to the top right, they filed it May 7th of 2020. He would then sit in the county jail for a few weeks, but then he would post a $200,000 bail. And after posting that bail, he would only be free for a few months, because on September 20th of 2020, he would pick up another gun charge. But even though he was getting arrested back to back, they would allow him to post bail again, and this time it would be for $35,000. But I'm going to break down why in a little bit, so everything will make sense. But like we said, he posted that $35,000 bail at the end of September. He would be out for about a month, but then on November 30th of 2020, he would catch 2 new counts. And this time, it would be for carrying a loaded firearm again. And after almost a month in the county jail, they would allow him to post bail again for the 4th time in a row. And this time it would be for $100,000. But don't forget that this was all during 2020, when COVID hit hard. So I'm assuming that's why he got so many bails back to back, because of COVID. And they would allow all the old bails to stand. So in total, he spent about $37,000 just on bails, because it would be 10% of the actual price. And he was 20 years old at this time. But after being out on bail for about a month and a half, he would be arrested again on March 29th of 2020.
Any PPP popping to get that bail money together at that time.
2021. And he was picked up on a murder. And he would also be charged with 1 count of criminal street gang conspiracy and 1 count of conspiracy to commit any crime. But as you can see to the right, the offense date would be May 6th of 2020, which was almost a whole year before his arrest date. So now it makes sense why the cops are on his back so heavy. And now this is going to make sense too, because remember they filed that burglary case on May 7th of 2020, which would be a day after he committed this murder. It would be him and 4 other co-defendants on this case. And they would be accused of killing somebody named Breon Durr, who was 25 years old at the time. And he got killed on the 5800 block of South Hoover Street. But this is where things get crazy, because Breon Durr would be Madass Trey Soldier 1 from the 8 Trey Hoovers. And as you can see in this picture, he would be with Young Threat, which would be the rapper from Hoover. And if you read the caption, you can see it says Madass Soldier 1 and 2, let him know. So that means Young Threat, his real street name, would be Madass Soldier 2, which means they share the same moniker, but Young Threat would be under him.
I love that shit on the set. Rest in peace, my nigga. Big Mad on her. On everything, Madass, everything.
This would be RS's Instagram bio, and as you can see, he would have a subliminal for Madass Trey Soldier on it, where it says, same place Soldier went, with a shrug and a ghost emoji. The location it happened at would be in the 5 Deuce Hoovers, right before Slauson Ave, and as you can see, it would be in the white circle. And as you can see, the address they put would be 5845 South Hoover Street. And when you look that up, that would be a car wash, as you can see to the top right corner. And then when you look out, it would say 100% hand car wash. And Slauson Ave would be the closest corner. They never listed what time the shooting happened. But since it happened at a car wash, I think it's safe to assume that it was during the daytime. And they didn't say what caused them to get arrested a whole year later. But my guess would be due to an informant. Because what's the odds of them slapping that burglary case on him legit one day after he committed the murder? And with him getting arrested back to back with guns after bailing out, you can assume that the cops was on his back and they probably knew more information than he thought they knew. And just to bring you guys back up to speed, at this time, he was fighting 3 separate gun cases. And on top of that, a murder charge and 2 conspiracy charges. And he was also fighting the 3 counts of burglary and the 1 count of Grand Theft Auto. But after sitting in the county jail for 7 months, he would take a plea deal on 1 count of burglary on October 6th of 2021. And he would have the other 3 counts dismissed. But he would still have to sit in the county jail and wait to be sentenced for this case.
Oh, my mama, he looked like he supposed to be in the crew with Brick Baby. They like they the same, just tight, but nigga like.
But 2 years after taking that plea deal, he would have the first pistol case dismissed on March 13th of 2023. But on that same exact day,
They like they could be related type shit.
of March 13th of 2023, he would take a plea deal on the 2nd firearm charge. And again, on that same exact day of March 13th of 2023, he would take a plea deal on the voluntary manslaughter. And as you can see, the murder and the conspiracy to commit any crime would be dismissed due to the plea negotiation. His other 2 co-defendants would also take the same exact plea deal. But like we said, there's 4 co-defendants, so the other 2 would be hit with accessory after the fact. But the 2 co-defendants that were charged with accessory after the fact, they took their plea deal in 2022. But let's get back to RS. In 9 days after taking all them plea deals, he would take another plea deal for the last pistol case on March 22nd of 2023. But they would dismiss the unlawful firearm activity. So out of all the cases he was fighting, he would only have 1 really dismissed. In the rest, he would take plea deals, causing the other counts to be dismissed. And he would take all these plea deals at the age of 23. But now we're going to break down his sentencing. He would be sentenced on this case the same exact day he took the plea deal, which was March 13th of 2023. And he would get 16 months for having a gun. But as you can see at the bottom, he would be able to run it concurrent with the murder case. In that same exact day, they would give him 11 years for the voluntary manslaughter. And for the pistol case that he pled guilty to 9 days later, he would get 16 months in the county jail, but he already had time served for that. And don't forget that he took a plea deal for the burglary in 2021, and he was waiting for sentencing. But a month after taking all them plea deals, on April 14th of 2023, they would finally sentence him for the burglary, and they would give him 16 months, but he would have to run that consecutive with the murder. But as you can see, he would have 921 days of total credit. And with everything he was arrested for, including a body, he would pretty much only get 12 and a half years. And he's eligible for parole in April of 2029.
They gave my homeboy 12. That was a sweet deal.
And now we're going to break down his co-defendant's sentencing. We're going to start off with the 2 that took the accessory. One would get 3 years, and the other would get 32 months. And the 2 co-defendants that were tried with RS would get 12 years, and the other would get 15. So out of all 3 that got charged with the body, he would get the least time, even if you add the time from the other cases that he took the plea deal on. But that right there would be the story of RS from the Rollin 60's, aka the Score Gang MVP. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And I send my condolences to Breon Dur's friends and family. But that's gonna wrap it up. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's Respectable Rants.
Play no games, we get cracking. We ball, we be shooting and passing, nigga. We stand tall like what's happening, nigga. We don't never do no lacking, nigga. What's happening, nigga? Active, don't play no games, we get cracking. We ball, we be shooting and passing, nigga. We stand tall like what's happening, nigga. We don't never do no lacking, nigga. What's happening, nigga? It ain't no I in the word team, we got us. It ain't too much, but I promise it's gonna be enough. Knock 'em down like duck hunt. Niggas know what time we on, or you a fly ass nigga? Well, it's the no fly zone. I used to care about that bitch until she did me wrong. Ain't had a nigga like me, bitch. I was your backbone. A gang of bitches in my contacts, I'm back on. Mafia alone, Mafia strong. I put the max on, we still steppin'. Mafia love to all the troops, and we still reppin'. Nigga, blame it on my roots, no question. So if you need me, I'ma pull through. And if I had to call the game, the niggas pulling up too. Riders like Infant G and Tiny MD. Big Dub, Tiny Dub, can't forget Big G. Baby G, Big Slim, always chunkin', Big M's. Lil Mac down my bro, can't forget about him. Active, don't play no games, we get cracking. We ball, we be shooting and passing, nigga. We stand tall like what's happening, nigga. We don't never do no lacking, nigga. What's happening, nigga? Active, don't play no games, we get cracking. We ball, we be shooting and passing, nigga. We stand tall like what's happening, nigga. We don't never do no lacking, nigga. What's happening, I'm a man of my word, ain't going back and forth with none of you nerds. Been on them blocks, hanging out on them curbs. This shit ain't new to me. Bang like Shaq in the paint. What they gonna do with me? These niggas try their hardest to rap. I do this shit with ease, raised by G's, like Rooster and Uncle Freeze. I was like 15, shooting dice on my knees off the porch. Hanging with bangers, fuck playing sports. But shit, we full court pressing, get them off the court. Stand up nigga, squabbling, I blame triggers. Gotta prove shit to none of you niggas on my soul. I'm hands on. The homies whipped him, he was in the wrong. Shoot at us, we shoot back, I call that ping pong. Mafia strong, I can't tell you when this shit gon' end. But for the moment in time being, I'm all in, shoot 10. The homies know I'm down to hang with him, bang with him, and ain't gon' change. I'm that same nigga. Active, don't play no games, we get cracking. We ball, we be shooting and passing, nigga. We stand tall like what's happening, nigga. We don't never do no lacking, nigga. What's happening, nigga? Active, don't play no games, we get cracking. We ball, we be shooting and passing, nigga. We stand tall like what's happening, nigga. We don't never do no lacking, nigga. What's happening, nigga? Yeah, that, we active, nigga. Pretty Tiny Max, yeah, that. Double M gang. A to the A to the A. Yeah, that.
Wasn't that possible? Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe, stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My nigga is Spider Low.
Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county. What the fuck? My nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low. Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mama.
Spider Loke's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Nate Bud, C-Mac. Shout out my Loke, Spider Loke, huh? Nate Bud on Hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, cred.
Point blank, do no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done train my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk,
talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be. Yeah.
You are now in the black box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang.
Let's go!